Good morning, class. So we have already discussed half of the lesson, movement towards independence, how we gain the ultimate independence. We have discussed half of it. Now we are going to discuss the remaining chapter. For that, we have to take step-by-step topics from the text. Starting from strikes during Quit India movement. So what happened, this rural and urban regions of the country, all the people including workers, even farmers, the youth of India, students, teachers, businessmen, women, everyone was included in this movement. It means everyone was getting involved in the strike that was happening for Britishers to quit India. And so workers went for strike in factories, iron factories in Jamshedpur and cotton mills at Madras were also under strike. And even lakh mill workers and of 75 cotton mill industry in Ahmedabad also went in the strike, and that was for 105 days. Colleges, schools, means youth, students, teachers, everyone was included in the strike, and everyone was the part of this strike. And then nearly 3.5 months the markets of Ahmedabad were closed, as in all were what following strike during the Quit India movement. Harmful activities during Quit India movement. In this topic, we are going to see how what were all the activities that were harmful for the government was taken during Quit India movement. So British government was what they were having problem, right? As Indian peoples were having anger for British government, there was every nook and corner, means har gali mein there were people who were opposing British government, and this British government actually was suppressing the peaceful people and who were peacefully doing their protest. British government was suppressing them, so the things have made more miserable, means ज़्यादा सिचुएशन ख़राब हुई. एंड पीपल नॉट ओनली रैक स्टैंड का नाम मतलब डिस्ट्रॉय करना, पोस्ट ऑफिस हो, टेलीग्राम डिपार्टमेंट्स, पुलिस स्टेशन, रेलवे स्टेशंस, जो भी गवर्नमेंट बिल्डिंग्स थी, schools, colleges which belongs to the British government was actually being destroyed. Railway lines, bridges, roads, all the assets that were belonging to the British government was set on fire. And among all the losses that British government had, the railway incurred the highest loss. जो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लॉस किस डिपार्टमेंट का हुआ? रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट का. फेलियर ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इन क्रैशिंग द स्ट्रगल. तो मतलब हर जगह पर स्ट्रगल था, हर जगह पर ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट पीपल वर वर्किंग. सो गवर्नमेंट में क्या कर रही थी? उसे सप्रेस, उनकी आवाज़ों को दबाने की कोशिश कर रही थी, सप्रेस करने की कोशिश कर रही थी. बट द गवर्नमेंट हैड टू फेस द फेलियर. उनको फेलियर फेस करना पड़ा, वो स्ट्रगल को ख़त्म नहीं कर पाए. तो द गवर्नमेंट ट्राई टू सप्रेस द मूवमेंट. मतलब वो क्या करते थे? लोगों को अनडाउटली पकड़ के जेल में डाल देना या लाठी चार्ज, गन से शूट करना, ये सब वे में सप्रेस करने की कोशिश की गई. पर द गवर्नमेंट हैज़ टू फेस द फेलियर. 70,000 पीपल को जेल में डाला. 538 गन्स में से गोलियां शूट की गई. 1,028 people have lost their lives and 3,200 people were injured, and among this there were also students. Okay, so the unique political consequences were created among the people, and इस movement, इस जो क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट था, उसने ब्रिटिशर्स को एक क्लियर वार्निंग दे दी थी कि इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल टू सप्रेस इंडिया, या इंडिया को स्लेव बनाकर रखा नहीं जा सकता. अब कि जो स्ट्रगल था उसने पूरा यानी हर एक पीपल को उस जो स्ट्रगल है उस मूवमेंट के साथ जोड़ दिया था. एंड इट हैज़ मेड ब्रिटिशर क्लियर कि वो अब इंडिया में स्लेव्स बनाकर नहीं रख सकते, क्योंकि इंडियंस की डिमांड थी फुल इंडिपेंडेंस और वो उससे कम में नहीं मानने वाले थे. तो अमेंडमेंट ऑफ डोमिनल स्टेटस वाज ऑलमोस्ट इनविजिबल बाय दिस स्ट्रगल. और ये जो स्ट्रगल हाँ इंडिपेंडेंस के लिए, दैट हैपेंड फॉर 5 years and then ultimately they achieved independence. Now Azad Hind Fauj and Subhash Chandra Bose. So Subhash Chandra Bose was born in Cuttack in Orissa state. वो भी 23 जनवरी 1897 एंड उनके फादर राय बहादुर जानकीनाथ बोस वॉज अ गवर्नमेंट लॉयर, मतलब वो ब्रिटिश जुडिशरी में लॉयर थे. और उनकी मदर जो प्रवती देवी शी वॉज अ फिलेंथ्रोपिस्ट. फिलेंथ्रोपिस्ट मीन्स अ पर्सन हु वर्क्स फॉर द बेटरमेंट और वेलफेयर ऑफ अदर. वो जो दूसरों की भलाई के लिए वर्क करते हैं, जो इवन मनी रिलेटेड कोई डोनेशंस भी करते हैं दूसरों की बेटरमेंट के लिए, ऐसे लोगों को फिलेंथ्रोपिस्ट बोला जाता है. देन प्रिडिक्शन, इसके प्रिडिक्शन में क्या बोला गया था कि जब सुभाष चंद्र बोस बॉर्न हुए थे तो ब्रिटिशर्स वर थिंकिंग दैट दे विल गेट अ सिंसियर सर्वेंट, बट ही वेंट ऑन टू बिकम द फ्रीडम फाइटर. जो ब्रिटिश एम्पायर के अगेंस्ट फाइट किया उन्होंने फ्रीडम के लिए. ही आफ्टर पासिंग हिज एग्जामिनेशन he scored good marks. He did his schooling from Calcutta Presidency College and he went to England for the further studies. And after all his studies, when he returned back to Calcutta, he had the revolution thought. मतलब वो कुछ बदलाव लाना चाहते थे, इंडिया को फ्रीडम दिलाना चाहते थे. क्यों? क्योंकि because when he was studying in the England, he has to face what? इंसल्ट. बिकॉज वहाँ पे ब्रिटिशर्स इंडियन पीपल को अलग ही दृष्टि से देखते थे और जो ब्रिटिश प्रोफेसर्स थे प्रेसिडेंसी कॉलेजेस के, उनके इंडियंस की तरफ जो वे ऑफ टॉकिंग था दैट वाज अ रॉन्ग इंसल्टिंग एटीट्यूड था. सो ही हैड टू मेक श्योर दैट इंडिया अटेंड फ्रीडम. So this Subhash Chandra Bose became the active member of National Assembly and he also joined Swaraj Party. Okay. So as he was on the top of civil disobedience movement, he has to go to jail many times. Okay. But what happened that he had difference of opinion with Gandhiji, so he left Congress and he established his own party, the Forward Bloc. He was also arrested under Indian Defence Code and he was put into jail. But what happened? He was under a fasting also, with that he will continue on to the death. At the same time, what he did, he went to different regions of India so that he will get support from different places and can fight together for Indian independence. So he went to Germany to meet the Indians there. He even met Hitler in Germany and the peoples living there. And he went to Rome and Paris and established the military unit there and discussed about Indian independence. He also recruited 3,000 Indians as a military unit. And Rasbihari Bose was a revolutionary who was living in Japan, and he helped him to chain all the organizations and establish Indian Independence League and make India free. So at the end, Azad Hind Fauj was set up, and with the presence of 100 Indian delegates from, there were people from Malaya, Japan, Sumatra, Java, Hong Kong, Andaman, Burma. These all people supported India against Britishers. Then Subhash Chandra Bose reached Japan from Berlin with the help of submarines. And in spite of all the British security, this was happening. So this Rasbihari Bose, who was the head of Indian Independence League, invited whom Subhash Chandra Bose to head the league. and Japan also was ready to help India for the Indian freedom fight. And Subhash Chandra Bose went to Singapore from Japan, and he was elected as the president of Indian Independence League. And this Ras Bihari Bose, who was already the president, has voluntarily retired, मतलब इच्छा से रिटायरमेंट दे दी as the head of Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj, and he appointed whom as the head? Subhash Chandra Bose, and he was also known as Netaji during that time. He gave slogans like Chalo Delhi, means we all should march towards Delhi, and तुम मुझे खून दो मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा, means give me blood, I will give you freedom. He also went to different places of Southeast Asia to convince people to give everything for the struggle of independence of India. मतलब इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ इंडिया को अचीव करने के लिए जो भी कुछ आप सेक्रीफाइस कर सकते हो वो सेक्रीफाइस करने के लिए, लोगों को कन्विंस करने के लिए ही वेंट टू डिफरेंट रीजन्स एंड डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द कंट्री. एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ऑफ प्रोविजनल गवर्नमेंट बाय सुभाष चंद्र बोस, तो उन्होंने एक प्रोविजनल इंडियन गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म की एंड ही बिकेम द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, and he appointed different departments to his companions and formed a cabinet. Okay, जो गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइज यानी recognized by Japan, Germany, Italy, China, Burma, and all this government that was formed by Subhash Chandra Bose recognized Hindi as the national language, and they had a tricolor national flag. So who was going to help India with the income source? It was Japan, who played independent role and provided tax to India. And Netaji visited Andaman and Nicobar Island also for convincing people to fight against Britisher. So they gave two names, Shahid and Swarajya. Swarajya independence and Shahid means martyr, जो कंट्री के लिए अपनी जान देते हैं. लास्ट स्टेप एंड martyrdom of Subhash Babu. So in May 1944, under the leadership of Netaji, this military unit, the Azad Hind Fauj, captured Rangoon from Kohima and marched towards Impel in Manipur. But what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan? 2 atomic bombs were dropped, and due to which the financial assistance that India was getting from Japan was actually stopped. So the British aircraft started warfare against. What happened? They started war against the Azad Hind Fauj, and the condition became critical because they were not having any income support. So and Subhash Chandra Bose was traveling through plane that caught fire, and he got serious burns and he was under treatment, and the things went worst when he was dead due to this injuries. And but even today no one is able to solve the mystery of his death, and it has remained untold till date. So now achieving independence and partition of India. So the commanders of Indian National Army, जो after the death of Subhash Chandra Bose, all the commanders who were involved in the war were actually considered to be as a prisoner of war, and was declared strict punishment by the British government. But what happened? People started protest against them and in the entire country. So at the last the government has to withdraw the punishment. तो जो punishment की decision ली गई थी, जो उस war में सुभाष चंद्र बोस को support कर रहे थे, उनके against वो decision को government को withdraw करना पड़ा, because the entire country was protesting against them. At last, the Prime Minister of Britain announced that the British government shall give all the powers to the government of India. यानी जो कैबिनेट मिशन के हिसाब से जो पावर ब्रिटिशर्स के हाथ में था, वो पूरे पावर दे आर गोइंग बैक टू गिव इट बैक टू द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट, क्योंकि दे अंडरस्टूड दैट दे कैन नॉट suppress India or make Indians a slave. They actually understood that they can't rule India anymore. They have to leave. At that time, Mountbatten was appointed as the viceroy and he took the charge of his post. And in July 1946, when the vote happened, what happened? The Congress, who had total of 210 seats, won 201 seats, and Muslim League, who had total of 78 seats, won 73 seats, and the provision of India. But the things were getting worse between India and in Hindus and Muslim people. So what this league decided, Muslim League decided that they want a separate government for Pakistan. So looking at the situation in India, Sardar Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru and all the other leaders of Congress, they didn't had any other alternative. मतलब उनके पास कोई और रास्ता नहीं था, but they have to agree for partition of India and Pakistan. As Muslim League and Jinnah was having a strong decision of having a separate government for Pakistan. So under that demand, they were also boycotting the cabinet meetings that were happening during that time. So at last, this Mountbatten, who was appointed as a viceroy, was already convincing Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Patel to make the decision of partition of India. So as they had no other alternative, they thought that having a well organized central government, मतलब एक अच्छा organized central government होना एक proper administration unit के लिए ज़रूरी है, ना कि एक जो weak central government जो जिसमें सबके opinions different है. So they thought of having the India-Pakistan partition. So Sardar Patel and Nehru discussed this with Gandhiji, and they all have to agree, or you can say accept it, you can say helplessly, मतलब बिना इच्छा के, for the partition of India with heavy heart. Mountbatten plan and the partition of India. So the viceroy थे Mountbatten, he presented his scheme, and according to him there was no other option than to partition the India, and the national and the prophetic leaders who were present at that time, like Sardar Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Gandhiji, all took up the matter and discussed it, and they were ready. Finally, on June 3, 1947, the Viceroy Mountbatten decided to plan the partition of India, how India is going to be partitioned. And that's why this plan that was presented by Mountbatten is known as Mountbatten plan. And the Muslim leaders and the Congress leader, everyone accepted the plan, and that was implemented. Plan started getting implemented, and this East Bengal, Salient provision of Assam decided to join what? Pakistan, and the West Bengal and East Bengal all were considered as the part of India. Indian Independence Act. So the British Parliament actually passed the Indian Independence Act, which was under Mountbatten's plan, and according to this, the India's first Governor General was Mountbatten himself, and Janab Jinnah was the Governor General of Pakistan. And according to this act, India was independent of British rule. मतलब फिर British rule या British government cannot interfere in Indian government's decision. So Gandhi ji was considering this plan or this act as one of the best and beneficial act that was given by whom? That was given by Britishers, and to whom? To the Indians. So at the last, जो लास्ट वाइसराय थे ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने, उन्होंने एक फंक्शन ऑर्गेनाइज किया न्यू दिल्ली में अगस्त 14 को, और जो इंग्लैंड का यूनियन जैक था उसे पोल से नीचे लाया गया, और इंडियन नेशनल फ्लैग, द ट्राई कलर फ्लैग वॉज होस्टेड, और जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे इंडिपेंडेंस के रिलेटेड वो सबको सबमिट किया गया माउंट बैटन ने थ्रू टू whom? To the Rajgopalacharya, who is the first Governor General of Independent India. एंड जो पूरा एटमोसफियर था वो एक्साइटमेंट से भरा हुआ था बिकॉज द होल प्रोसेस ऑफ द ट्रांसफर ऑफ पावर, जो पावर था ब्रिटिशर्स का, दैट वाज गिवन बैक टू द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट. एंड दस ऑन August 15, 1947 जो एक इंडियन इंडिपेंडेंस फेस्टिवल की तरह सेलिब्रेट किया गया प्लेजेंटली एंड cheerfully इन द एंटायर नेशन. And at last India becoming independent, and what all the problems, that immediate problems that occurred due to the India-Pakistan partition. So India and Pakistan became two separate independent nation, और उसमें किसका प्लान था? It was Mountbatten's plan and Indian Independence Act 1947. तो मिलिट्री फोर्स को रिकॉग्नाइज करना और रीऑर्गेनाइज करना, जो असेट्स हैं, जो प्रॉपर्टीज़ है, उसमें जो डिस्प्यूट्स है, जो झगड़े हैं, उसे सॉल्व करना, डेबिट्स एंड क्रेडिट्स, जो रेफ्यूजीज़ हैं उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करना, उन्हें कहीं सेटल करना, पब्लिक सर्विसेज, सिविल सर्वेंट्स, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन स्टाफ्स को अपॉइंट करना, ये सब क्या था? इंटरनेशनल बाउंड्रीज डिसाइड करना. दिस वर ऑल द इमीडिएट problems that happened just after India-Pakistan partition. So 5-member committee was appointed where 2 representatives from India and 2 representatives from Pakistan, and one was the Lord Mountbatten, who was the chairman of this committee. Okay, so under this committee the decisions were made what all things will be distributed among both the nations, and the officers, the military commanders, everyone was given an equal opportunity to decide whether to serve India or Pakistan. So at that time there was a shocking news of death of Mahatma Gandhi, who has worked hard to get the Indian independence. So the rest of the leaders have to take the strong decisions, and there was a weak condition of Indian agriculture. They have to maintain the atmosphere or create the atmosphere of peace in the country, and the internal and external security of the country has to be considered. These all were the main things that needed to be considered after the partition of India. So that's it about the lesson. Read the lesson and make sure that if you have any doubt, you don't forget to ask me. That's it about the lesson. Thank you.